Welcome back, everyone. So the model in Spring Boot has three parts: the domain models, repositories, and services. In this lesson, we're going to learn about domain models. So domain models are the data of our app. So it's going to structure how our tables are going to look like, how our data is going to look like. So let's create that first. Let's go to a new package. Let's create a new package, and let's create the models. Okay, a models package. Now inside this models package, I'm going to create a new class called book. And this book will have two annotations. The class will have entity and add table equals name equals books. Okay, let's import the JavaX persistent entity annotation and also the table annotation. Make sure that you're using the JavaX one. Now, these two annotations tell Spring that we're going to have a table named books in our database, and that this is an entity, meaning that it's going to be related to a database. Now we could create our fields, and I'll just copy and paste the fields for now. And let's add the dependencies. And they're pretty self-explanatory. The ID means the primary key is going to be auto-generated. The size means just the size of our title needs to be more than 5 characters, less than 200. Same thing with the description. The language is 3 and 40, respectively. And the number of pages must be more than 100. This just means that the created ad does not update on every save. So we want to make sure that we have updatable false. We want to keep that data just as it is once the object is created. Now I'm going to add two other methods here at the bottom, which will be the pre-persist and pre-update. So this means right before the object is created, save the date that the object is created at, and also on every update, save the date that the object is being updated. So that's all it means. Let's add those annotations, and you can see that we have pre-persist and pre-update now. Don't worry about the code that I'm copy and pasting here. This is all in the platform exactly as it is. Now let's add our constructor. Let's deselect all and add the constructor here. And after we add the constructor, let's add the getters and setters. Select all right after the constructor. And there we go. Now we have the getters and setters. Now our domain model is ready to go. Now you can see that the app is refreshing right now because I have DevTools. If I go to my MySQL Workbench, I can see that I have a table called books now. Perfect. And if I select all, I have the columns that I have created with the fields. So this is exactly what a domain model is. It's the representation of our data. Okay, it doesn't hold any business logic, anything that we have to do with the data itself. It just represents how the data is going to look like and how it's going to be saved and retrieved. In the next section, we're going to talk about repositories and the CRUD repository specifically.